So Joan Didion is a wonderful writer. She wrote a great book, really sad book, about the loss of her husband called The Year of Magical Thinking. Then she followed that up with a really great, and again, sad book about the loss of her daughter called Blue Nights.
But what we're going to talk about is her really wonderful 1976 essay, Why I Write. That's the actual essay, right there.
And in it, she writes this: all I know about grammar is its infinite power. To shift the structure of a sentence alters the meaning of that sentence, as definitely and inflexibly as the position of a camera alters the meaning of the object photographed. Many people know about camera angles now, but not so many know about sentences. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to think of writing sort of like directing. Where do we want to focus people's attention? And the way we're going to talk about this, Ms. Vitale, is through OCI. Do you know about OCI?
Yes.
So what's OCI?
An opportunity for rising 2Ls to interview with firms.
Yeah, so you'll dress up in your fancy clothes, you'll go interview with a bunch of people, and you might not be sure how the interview went. So it can be a really stressful time, so we won't talk about your looming OCI experience. We're going to talk about Elle Woods, her OCI experience. And you can imagine Elle Woods going into one of these interviews. She connects a little bit, but she's not really sure if they like her. And she hears this, Ms. Vitale.
We still have 15 people to interview, Elle, but we really want to hire you.
Or she hears this.
We really want to hire you, Elle, but we still have 15 people to interview.
Why is she psyched if she hears the first one?
Because regardless of the fact that they have people to interview, they still want to hire her.
Why is she bummed if she hears the second one?
Because regardless of the fact they want to hire her, they still have 15 people to interview.
Nothing is different about the words in those sentences. They're the same exact words. You switch the order, you switch the experience. So I tell this to my undergraduates. They are not actually in OCI, but they date a lot. So I tell them, look, one way to think about kind of going on a first date and you don't really know how this is going is imagine, Ms. Vitale, you hear this.
I'm really interested in you, Elle, but I'm also really busy this semester.
Or you hear this.
I'm really busy this semester, Elle, but I'm also really interested in you.
Exactly. See, those words, you get sort of like a bold or an italics just by switching the order. And so with the first one, you're kind of bummed. Because you hear this information, the last thing you hear is, I'm really busy. With the second one, you're like, sweet, they swiped right. So that brings us to our first little set of words to write by.